Let's look at a case study where somebody outside of your company asks one of your employees to do something dishonest. I was working as a loan officer, and one day a top producing real estate agent, Richard, called me with a loan referral. Richard had just sold an $800,000 house to the owner of a local art gallery, and the buyer was putting down 20% and had good credit. And I was asked if I would originate this purchase loan. And I was really excited to get this from this top producing agent. So I met with the buyer. The buyer completed the application. It all looked good, except he hadn't included any asset information. So I called and asked the borrower where his $160,000 down payment was coming from. And he told me, that's confidential, and I'm not disclosing any details. A hard no. And I did my best to explain the guidelines, but to no avail. And so with all the charm I could muster, I still got nowhere. The buyer states, I have the money, and that's all you need to know. The real estate agent, Richard, is very unhappy that I'm hassling his client, and he pulls the loan. He gets it funded eventually through a different broker, known to be a little more creative with false documents. And after that, Richard starts spreading the word that I don't know how to play the game. And if I did, I could have closed this easy loan. Look, by the way, at the potential money laundering situation here. An undisclosed source of $160,000 was a classic money laundering scenario. Mysterious money used to purchase real estate. I don't know that this was money laundering, but it would have merited a SAR. So at the end of the day, it's all quite simple. The pressure to produce can encourage bad behavior, and savvy management takes those risks into account when setting P&Ps to guard against bad outcomes. That's the role of senior management and the board, to protect against this kind of exposure. So some questions. Does your KYC extend to people beyond your loan officer, to those who have influence over them? Perhaps not legally, but you are assessing risks from whatever source. If another loan is referred to you by Richard, do you scrutinize it with enhanced due diligence?